Hey everybody, my name is Matt Wright. Welcome to another Facebook Live. Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful day out here in Colorado in the Boulder area. It's actually warm enough to be outside. Most days it's kind of not really, but with the sun on you, it's great. So if you haven't been here before, my name's Matt. I help people sell more stuff online. I handle all the tech stuff for them, help them develop the marketing messaging and a sales process unique to their business and how their customers and something that feels congruent to them. If that kind of thing interests you, having that kind of thing developed and managed, and you need some support, accountability, implementation on that kind of thing, you can go to mattwrightcall.com. There you can fill out a little form, set up a call with me, and if you're fit, if I think I can help you, and only under those two conditions, then we can talk about what it looks like to work together. So today we're going to talk about exactly the exact words to say on the phone when you're going to close the sale. For a lot of people, they have had very bad experiences with selling, and they feel they want to help people, and they are experts. They truly can help people with what they do. But the problem is they've never been taught to sell, or they've never experienced a good a sales experience that makes them feel good. And I want to tell you right up front that is possible to have happen if you do a couple of things that I'm going to outline today. So I'm sure you've got on sales calls before, and you felt scared about how to talk about your pricing. Or it's been the other way. If you've been on a sales call with someone else and you've been thinking about buying the thing, but you're not sure if it's the right fit, but the person you're on the phone with is like a hard selling closer person, and just doesn't make you feel good. So let's talk about a couple things that'll help you get over that. And what you say on the phone, so here it is, here's the big lesson for today. So what you say on the phone is just about as important as what you as how you frame the call, what the expectations are before somebody is actually getting on the phone with you. If someone, if it's they sign up for a call, it's 20 minutes long, and on the back end you booked off an hour till your next call because you usually run these calls long, they don't know your pricing, and you call it a get to know you call or something really simple and friendly like that. Well, if you start moving into sales language, it's going to be kind of weird. So the way that I recommend to do it is to have all of your calls be actually be application based. You want to make sure that the people you are spending your time, which you can never ever get back, right? There's always more money, but there's never more time. You want to make sure that the people you're talking to are going to be good fits. Sorry if there's a plane going overhead. Are good fits. So you can do that with a simple application. So if you're in the health category, like a lot of my clients are, then what you can say is on your little form for those questions, you can say, where are you at with your health right now? What symptoms are you experiencing? Question number 2 is, what have you tried to fix it? What has not worked for you? And then that gives you fodder for the sales call. In order to say, well, you tried this. I know a lot of people try that. And the reason it doesn't work is actually because this. And then you look super smart because you helped them or you revealed to them why what they were doing before wasn't working. So if you're in something like the business category, you can use much the same questions. What marketing tactics have you tried before? What stuff have you tried to grow your business before with? What has it not worked? How much money have you spent on ads before? How many products do you have? What's your website look like? Just gauging their level of interest. So, like I was saying, how you frame the call is as important as what you're saying on the call. So, now the next little ninja trick is when they apply for that call, make sure that it's not a form and then directly after that form that they can actually book the time, because it's not really an application then. You want to actually set up your pages so that it's so that they apply and then there's a waiting period and you manually review that form. So that's all the text stuff. And if you need help setting up that kind of tech stuff, that's exactly what we do for people. Help people who really know how to help people who are true experts in their field, have real solutions, get their marketing together, and manage all the implementation. Tell them what to say on the phone. Pretty much all my clients do is get on calls with me, which is really fun. We brainstorm together, so you aren't left out on your own, even brainstorming content ideas. They make usually some content material for the primary sales mechanism we use, which is usually a webinar of varying lengths depending on who you're selling to. Don't do no magic systems over here. Not everybody's audience is fit for a 2-hour webinar. Sometimes you just need a 20-minute video. What else do we do? Oh yeah, the third thing my clients do is they show up on Facebook Lives like this. They help people out build a real relationship with their audience. We teach them what to say and how to say it, and then we show those videos to more people. If you want all that kind of stuff managed for you, then give me a call. You can go to mattwrightcall.com, apply, just like we're talking about on this live, for a call, and if I think you're a fit and I think I can help you, then we can talk about working together. So let's talk about now what to actually say on the phone now that you've framed the call correctly, which is you have people who have qualified themselves to you to talk to you instead of, anybody can book a call with me. So now all of my own sales calls are what I would say is called value-based. So I get on and I always frame it as I'm going to help this person. And because I've demonstrated that I can help them by helping them, a couple of things are going to happen. Even if they don't buy from me, they're going to think I'm really, really cool. The next thing is that if you demonstrate, my feet are getting really dirty. If you demonstrate you can help them by helping them, then a lot of times they are going to ask you for the price. And it makes it so that you basically never ever have to pitch. And because it's also a value-based call, you never have to do any hard sales, objection handling stuff. There's a couple of those things I keep just in my back pocket, just in case I need to use them, so like some real quick examples would be, let's say it's a price objection. Well, Mr. Prospect, whenever I'm considering buying something, I always like to go with the higher end version of something, and that's because, I'd rather pay too much for something and get the right thing than not enough and have to go out and search again for a product, and so whenever you're closing, it's not about getting them to go, from a no to like all of a sudden switching to a yes. It's just about getting their mind to stop for a second. So, and I'm going to go over how to actually say the price here in a second. And that's probably the most crucial piece of this particular Facebook Live. So, another close you can use is time dilation. Well, Mr. Prospect, what does it look like if you, keep doing the same stuff, 5 years from now? If you're struggling with your health now, what's it look like 5 years from now? Is it going to be better? Or are you just going to keep doing the same things? Oh, well, I think I'm just going to keep doing the same things, man. You're right, I should buy. All right, so those are just some quick closes. Those are like basically the only two I keep in my back pocket. If someone doesn't want to buy from me, I generally don't chase them too much because there's a lot of people who can benefit from my services, and I know another one will come along, and I don't need to put a ton of extra effort in to get them to trust me and stuff. And usually the people asking a bunch of questions aren't quite as good at clients as people who are like, yeah, let's do it. So how do you actually pitch your price on the phone? Here's the most important thing. They'll usually say, after you've demonstrated that you can help them, this is usually 30 to 40 minutes into the call, you've got a map for them or a plan or something generated for them, so that they can see and I guess feel a little bit exactly how this is going to help them. You can usually just say something, and this is your transition language. Ready? So, what do you think? And then you wait. Or you can say, how's this sound? What do you think of this plan? Or you can say, do you think if we actually did all the things in this plan, it would get us to the desired result? And then, so that's if you want to kind of kick off that transition. A lot of times what will happen actually is after you get to this point in the plan, they will actually ask you, they'll go, yeah, so this all looks good, man. And you just kind of nod your head and you're like, all right. I'm watching a plane over there. Yeah, what do you think? Just kind of bounce that question off them a couple times. What do you think? Oh yeah, sounds good, and then they'll go, all right, I'm in. So, like, what are the next steps or something? And here's how you say the language, or they'll say, what does this cost? Blah, 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 blah. So you say, and the way that I recommend all my clients to price their stuff is continuity, as opposed to, one big package price. Oh, it's $40,000 for the year. It's like that price is really hard to stomach for a lot of people. But if you pitch it as what's 4,000 divided by 12, let's just say it's 4,000. To work with me is $4,000 a month. Okay, and most people stop there. And there's a couple little bits of psychology around the words cost versus investment. And I like kind of avoiding those words altogether because they're hard words as opposed to like soft words. So I like saying, well, to work with me is X cost per month, and then I'll go over what that includes. And usually I'll use some of the plan or what are the results that they wanted to, or the mechanisms that we would use in the process of getting that result. So I'd say, well, to work with me, the cost per month is $2,500, and that includes the entire management of your pages, all consulting calls. We meet as often as we need, and also it includes access to this, and this. We're also going to send you a t-shirt. And so when you do that and you say price, and then you say all of the stuff on the back end that they get, it takes the focus actually off of the price and puts it onto the stuff that they get, which is like the coolest thing ever. And then you, let me think at that point. And then that's the point where if they have any last remaining questions about how this works, then you'll answer them there. That's objection handling, if you even need to do that, because if you've helped them make a plan, then a lot of times they're just going to like that plan a lot, and you won't have to deal with any objections. So then the next thing I like to do is to just outline the next steps. So you say, all right, so here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to send you over a little agreement that's going to outline exactly what we're going to be working together and not working on together over the next X months. I'm also going to send you an invoice, and I'm also going to send you an onboarding email where you can take the first steps. And because they've agreed to working with you, this is also where, especially in the business space, or in the health space even, you can go ahead and prescribe the first steps that they can take. And you want to say it in an authoritative voice because you just help them make an awesome plan. Yeah, of course it's going to help you, all right, so Mr. Client, you're going to get this email. You're going to get access to this thing. I'm going to send you a t-shirt and also a trophy because, you did a good job today, right? So your first action step is to go into your pantry and throw out all items containing gluten, right? And that's going to get you, it's going to help stabilize your blood sugar. It's going to get your bowel movements better. It's going to blah, 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 explain all these things. And then you hang up the phone and you go from there. So that is how to, some big tips on sales calls is just help people make a plan. And a lot of times they'll end up asking you for what your price is or how your service works. And then that's the exact language that you would use. So to recap, what you say or what you end up saying on the call is as important as the framing of the call. And the way you frame the call is having an application first. And the specific words you say when you want to take money is, well, to work with me is X cost per month. And that includes blank, blank, and blank, and then outline the stuff that they get. So, as always, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I do look at those and respond to them. If this video you think would be helpful to one of your coaching, consulting kind of friends, go ahead and share it with them. And nobody's on right now, so I would hang out, but looks like we're out of time here. So, it was good hanging out. Happy to share this information with you. Once again, if you want to have all your tech stuff managed, if you're a true expert at what you do, but you have trouble with the marketing stuff, we handle all the implementation, the ads, help you figure out what to say, how to say it, and we actually help you do less work in your business while making more. If that kind of thing interests you, you can go on over to mattwrightcall.com. And there's a little application there, and fill that on out. And if I think you're fit, if I think I can help you, then we can talk about what it looks like working together. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.